Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's Susan Lynn, Psychic Medium. Thanks for joining me today. I did a really long video that talked about Trump and the economy and the vaccine and everything that the guides had to tell me in one video. But I'm going to do a short video today, right now, about Trump and about whether he's convicted in the Senate, what his plans are, what he's up to, that kind of thing. So I'm sorry to say that when I look into his energy, every single day I do this, they tell me he's not going to be convicted in the Senate. I think that's about a 90% chance. Again, can't always be 100% correct. 90% is better than, they're pretty good odds. Take those to Vegas. So I'm 90%, 95% sure he's not going to get convicted. And I'm sorry to say that. It makes me sad. It upsets me. It's wrong. It's just wrong. But I will say this. The man is going to get charged. I think a lot of readers are picking up on the fact that he is going to get indicted, and it is going to be around the time of the Senate trial. And I've said this before as well. It feels like the indictments, and I had said before, if the indictments from, let's say, Letitia James in New York come in before the 9th, February 9th, when the Senate hearings start, the Senate may change their mind and go on and convict him. But I don't see that happening anymore. I feel like the Senate have dug their heels in. I think that the forces behind the scenes, and we know what those forces are, have worked their magic to keep these senators from voting yes on conviction. And I just heard the words, they will vote no if they know what's good for them. So you can understand what that might mean, right? So even though Trump doesn't get convicted in the Senate, I want to assure you he is never going to be president. Never. He's never going to be president again. The guides say absolutely not. I honestly don't think he'll be walking this planet in 4 years. So I don't think you have to worry about that. So you don't have to worry about that part of the equation. I know some of us want the conviction to make sure that he just can't muck up our political, our democracy any longer, right? But here's the thing. So he is going to get charged. He is going to get indicted. He's going to be indicted. His kids are going to be charged. They will be indicted. I do see Trump facing jail time. I still do see Trump asking Biden for a pardon. I've seen that for months. I still think the energy is very much present in that outcome. Whether or not, well, I don't even want to go there. It makes people mad. But I have to tell you guys, look, we're in crazy times right now. Honestly, Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks that Jewish lasers started the forest fires in California. I mean, look, all bets are off. Sanity is on vacation someplace. Sanity has left the building, okay? So with all that being said, if Trump goes to Biden for a pardon, I can't be 100% sure he wouldn't give it to him, for the simple reason that maybe if Mr. Crazy Man says, makes a deal and says, I will tell my people to back down. I will tell my people to disperse. What did he tell the Proud Boys? Stand down and stand by, right? I mean, again, we'll revisit that when he's actually asking Biden for a pardon at some later date. But I want to assure you that he will be indicted. And I want to assure you that where we are now is law and order time. This is, I've said it many, many times, taking the gloves off. Biden is taking the gloves off. He has to. We can't play nice anymore. We have to go to these people and say, you are saying things that are inciting violence and you need to stop. This is your warning. If you don't stop, we will charge you with something. We will literally charge you with inciting riots. We will pull laws off the books and dust them off and charge you with them, because that's all we've got right now. We can't count on you to act in the best possible way for your constituents or for other people in America that have to live in the laws that you're part of creating. Okay, so we're going to go after you with everything and anything that we can. And yes, that is going to happen. These people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Boebert and Holly and all of these people that are the dystopian party, that's what we should just call them, the dystopian party, we have to deal with them very harshly in a very realistic. We need to slap the mirage, this crazy Alice in Wonderland looking glass thing. We have to wake people up. We have to stop this. We cannot continue to let this happen. Okay, these are the same people that say that the school shootings didn't happen and it was all a ruse and it was all a make-believe. And that makes me, alternately, it makes me really angry and very sad, because if you've ever lost a child, and I have not lost a child, but I'm a medium and I do readings for people that have lost children, and it's excruciatingly painful for someone to disrespect somebody like that and accuse them of being part of some Hollywood thing. That makes me really upset. So listen, I want to talk a little bit about what's happening with Trump right now in his energy field. When I go into his energy field, he is working. He's working with other people. He's trying to find a way. Fox News is trying to find a way to work with Trump. They're being constrained. Fox News is being constrained. They're well aware that there are indictments coming down on Trump. They're well aware of that. They're trying to weigh their options. On one hand, Donald Trump represents a lot of money, right? But having a Donald Trump that's indicted could backfire on them. So they're really trying to figure out how can they continue to work with Donald Trump, because what's happening is Donald Trump is looking at other media outlets. Right now, he's actually, and this is really funny, but these days nothing is funny because irony is dead. He is looking at Mexico, at Univision, to help him create a show. Now, why would he do that? Well, because people in America won't work with him, and Fox News is having a hard time working with him too. I feel like the United States government has put on some gag orders or have somehow hamstrung certain media outlets from working with him, because if he gets on TV and starts saying things that are, again, seditious, treasonous, or riot starting, he's going to be muzzled. He's already been deplatformed. They already have a good, precedent for going forward to continue to deplatform him. Okay, that's why he has to go out of the United States. And it's ironic, if it wasn't dead, if irony wasn't dead, it's ironic that he's going to Mexico. He's going to Mexico because Univision will work with him, and it's very close. It's right here, it's right across the border. It's very close. Univision has offices in Florida. They have offices everywhere. They have studios, and if Mexico will host this program, it could theoretically go around the FCC and be on cable and go around the whole system. Now, why would they go to Mexico, you're asking me, instead of Russia? Well, guess what? Russia is now under scrutiny. And I think if Trump went to Russia to host this, that would be a no-go. I mean, he would immediately be blocked from broadcasting in the United States, because Russia is now not a friend of America. They are a foe of America. However, Hispanics and Latin and Mexico is all a very big culture here. They're, like I said, Univision is everywhere. They're very well represented. They're very well respected. And so that might be a way for Trump to get around this. Now, you might also be saying, why would Trump do that? Wouldn't his followers freak out? Well, let me say that this will be under the hood of the car. You will not see Univision anywhere. You won't see a badge or any kind of corporate sponsorship. You will just see a TV studio. It's much in the same way that Parler, the app Parler, is actually being hosted by Russian web servers. So if you were to sign on to Parler in the United States, you wouldn't know that Russia is the one who's hosting the web servers. You wouldn't have any idea about that because it's under the hood of the car. Same thing with this thing with Univision. The last thing I want to talk about with Trump, besides to say once again that he will be indicted, let's all repeat that 100 times a day as we're brushing our teeth. Like you have to count 100 times when you're brushing your teeth to make sure you get all your little teeth brushed. He will be indicted. He will be indicted. Just do that. It'll make you feel better. It's way better than drinking tequila. Trust me. So anyway, I want to talk, a hit that I got in the other video while I was talking about Trump was that this is just crazy. but I'm not going to let the craziness take control, because right now the guides have my head, and that's helpful because when Susan gets involved, she gets upset. Anyway, Trump is talking to people in Vegas, as in Las Vegas. He wants one of those casinos. The casinos need money and need people, and Trump could do this. Oh gosh, Trump could do. They just gave me the thing. Trump could do this because of his connections to Russia and to Russia MOB people. And those people have the money, and they need to launder that money. They need a place where, even though there's not enough business really happening there, there's some business happening there, and therefore they can just mix their money in with the other money, and then it comes out clean, right? So that's what's happening. Trump wants to open up a place in Vegas. He wants to use his name because that's the most important thing to him. And the energy as I read it right now is it sounds like a go. It sounds like, yes, he could potentially open up a place and use his name. And I swear to God, I'm looking at it. I'm watching them put the name up. I'm just making sure that I'm seeing what I'm seeing. But yes, this is what's happening. And you have to understand that okay, so we know that that Trump has a lot of debt coming, right? Millions, 400 million, more and more and more millions of dollars. He owes this debt. And these debts, these bills are coming due in 2021 and 2022. He has some big balloon notes that are coming due. So how can he buy a building in Vegas? I mean, well, how can he buy anything? Man's got no money. Okay, but you have to understand, he's got Russia and Russia mob, and they need to wash this money. They have more money than ever, apparently, right now. This is what the guides are telling me, and they need an outlet. So guess what? If Trump can get this building and put it under his name, or, oh gosh, okay, somehow, well, I don't know how that's going to go down, but they're talking about the kids putting it under their name. Like that's going to protect somebody, like that's going to protect Trump. But anyway, this is what they're talking about right now. But suffice it to say, Russia will pay Trump heavily to be able to have the access to this casino once things open up, to run their money through. Okay. So that's why all this makes sense with Vegas, right? I mean, Trump doesn't have it. He's never had it. He's never had the money. It's always been somebody else's money that he's used, that they've used to run through his businesses. That's the business model in a nutshell right there. So, but to do this, the Russians will help him pay off some of these debts and provide him with other income, is what I just heard. This is a good time for me to tell YouTube that this is for entertainment purposes only. Only entertainment. I'm just like Fox News. So, because this is kind of crazy stuff that I'm talking about. But that's what I wanted to talk about with Trump. He is going to be indicted. He is going to be charged. Before that happens, he probably will do some business deals, lots of business deals. Right now, they have lots of things in the works. And I'm just seeing the different things that they're dreaming and scheming about. But the good news is look, the guy is going to get charged, even if he doesn't get convicted in the Senate. He is going to get charged. Letitia James, New York, even Georgia, they're going to go after him. They are going to make his life unpleasant. So that's what I want to tell you guys. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really hope you are well wherever you're at. I'm sending you love and light. So please take care of yourselves. We're going to get through this. Everything's going to be fine in the end. We just have a bumpy road that we have in front of us, but we're going to get through it, okay? You guys take care and subscribe, please, if you would. I would love to have you along in the community, and like the video if you did, and please leave me a comment. And everybody take care.